Grand rising, everybody. Peace, love, and harmony to you all. I am Peacekeeper, and I'm out here in the heart of nature, raising my frequency. Feels so good, feels so great just to be here right now in this present moment. I woke up today feeling all calm and shit. I woke up today feeling all magnificent because, guys, the seeds that I have been planting for the past 4 months are starting to bloom. It's finally starting to bloom. This reprogramming of your subconscious minds, guys, it's not an easy road. It hasn't been an easy road. And I ain't done yet. I'm just getting started, baby. I'm just getting started. But it's starting to bloom like never before. Wanna know why? Because I've been having to, wake up and say those affirmations, wake up and always program gratitude at the start of my day, and to be able to just wake up and the first thought that comes to my mind without me having to program it is gratitude. That's amazing. Reprogramming your subconscious mind. That is so amazing. That is so amazing. Breakthrough, 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 breakthrough. It's like I say too, breakthroughs doesn't always comes in forms of money and financial stuff. That is coming too. Trust me, that's coming too, because I'm putting plans and stuff in motion for that. And the universe has my back where that is concerned. But enough about me, enough about me. I'm here to know about you. Tell me what's going on with you guys. Because I woke up also with this topic on my mind. Since yesterday I also had this topic on my mind to share today. And I asked the universe just to make sure that I bring clarity in this message today so that you guys can understand how to come out of certain narcissistic traits. This is the topic today. Narcissists. Now, guys, I am one of the realists. I never exclude myself out of anything that I speak about, because guess what? How can I show someone how to get out of it if they don't understand that I was also a part of it? If they don't understand that I am also still going through certain life experiences, certain programmings that I myself need to exclude. So I never exclude myself from topics, especially like these topics, because guess what? I got narcissistic traits too. But there are narcissists out there who hide those traits. There are narcissists out there who act like they're perfect. There are narcissists out there that act like they're fucking saints. They're saints. I know gurus that are narcissists. I know spiritual leaders that are narcissists. But they hide it. They lie about it. And they just point fingers about everybody else who has narcissistic traits in them and bring them down, but forgetting that that is a reflection of who they are. Forgetting to keep that self-check light on. Self-checking, guys. Self-checking. So this is the first step in how to get rid of your narcissistic traits. And it doesn't happen overnight. No, it doesn't. It doesn't happen just one day and boom. It's all clear. I'm all saved. I'm all perfect and shit. I'm all holy and shit. I'm an angel. No, it don't work like that. So if you're looking for a quick fix, if you're looking for an instant gratification fix, my friends, you won't get that here. So you can probably just skip the video if it doesn't help, if you don't want to, put in that type of work. Right? But let's talk about what a narcissist is. A narcissist is someone who always needs to be, the center of attention. I said that in my video about the psychopath also, because a narcissist and a psychopath very similar, right? But you see, that attention is something that has been in me also, programmed, from small. Always wanting to be around people, always loving to be around people, always want to experience, the crowd. Always want to go with the crowd, fit in with the crowd. Just to, feel like someone, And on this journey, the universe taught me how to rock alone, rock in solitude. Be comfortable within your own skin. Learn to appreciate alone time, because when you're alone, you actually get to dig up those roots and those issues that lies within you. You actually get to see that and get to deal with you. Because you see, when you're in the crowd is the matrix. Wise man said that to me, The crowd is the matrix. And if you're in the crowd all the time, you'll only be focused on where the crowd is headed. You'll only be focused on the individuals in the crowd. You are who you lime around, who you hang around. Show me your friends, I show you who you are. So the more you hang around a specific group of people, of individuals with certain narcissistic traits, then some of those traits may rub off on you. And the thing is, you doesn't realize it until you detach yourself from that specific crowd. So how to get rid of certain narcissistic traits? You need to detach yourself from the crowd. That's number one. So when you detach yourself from the crowd and you start to rock in solitude a little bit. Now I'm not telling you be in solitude forever, because everyone needs to come out and communicate and enjoy other people's company. But where I'm concerned, I want to enjoy company, of high level thinkers, of rich minded thinkers who are always bent on elevating themselves. But that being said, that wouldn't mean that I wouldn't line with a lower frequency, because I believe in myself so much that I have that amount of discipline to not attach myself to their traits, and also shine that light so bright so that I can show them that there's another way. This is why I would tend to hang around some of them from time to time. For example, I came out of solitude 3 days ago, and I've been out of solitude for 3 days, but I'm actually going back into the next phase of solitude again, because I came out just to share and just to see how far I've reached, just to see how much I've learned, how much I've grown, and also because I wanted to talk verbally rather than just keep on talking via this telephone, because I like natural interactions. I'm more fluent in the natural interactions, so I like those interactions where they could ask a question, they could give their point of view, and then I could share my point of view, then you could, and it's a back and forth like that, right? But that being said, which leads me to my next point. A narcissist is someone who is rooted in their ego so much that they can't see anyone else's perspective or point of view, because they don't listen. A narcissist don't listen. They just talk. They say a bunch of things because they have accumulated a lot of knowledge from the amount of people that they have studied, from the amount of books they have studied, from the amount of programs they have studied, because they never focus on themselves. They always focus on someone else. So they do gain a lot of information, but that information doesn't come from within themselves, doesn't come from their heart. It comes from the information that they take from externally. And that now, when they share that information, they they believe in it so much that they actually believe that it was theirs, that it is theirs, but they actually got it from somewhere else. And the thing with that is they can't be moved into thinking any other perspective or open to any other perspective, because they think they already know everything. But yet still they think they know everything, but yet still they would go to read other books, and they would go to other platforms, to learn certain information. But when you bounce them up in real, they know everything. Understand this. The same person that you see here right now on this phone, speaking to you. You bounce me up in real, is the same person you're dealing with. I am always open to learning. I have an open mind, my mind wide open. Because as much as I know, I understand that, guess what? I don't know nothing. That is how I keep an open mind. So that I can always keep expanding. I'm already at a very high conscious level. I'm already at a high state. But in order to keep my ego in check, I always keep that check light on. And if I bounce up somebody who's a narcissist, who just likes to keep talking, I would then begin to understand, alright, nothing I say here would get them to understand what it is that I have to share also, because they don't really care about what it is that I have to share. They only care about themselves and what they think and what they have to share. And in my book, that is okay. It is okay. Because what I do, what the universe has taught me in these process, in these timings, is just to listen. I don't have to attach myself to what I'm saying. I don't have to stay to listen either. But if I choose, I can just listen. I can just stay there and just listen if I choose to. Quite frankly, it all depends on what you choose to listen to. It all depends on if it's worth listening to. What is the point of listening to it? Right? So, if you are like somebody out there, for instance, some people have narcissistic parents, who they don't really have a choice because they're living with them. The only other choice is to move out. And you may not want to take that leap. You may not want to take that jump. So my advice, don't try to fight it. Just move to understanding what they're talking about, what they're speaking about. But you don't have to attach yourself to it. And you don't have to sit with that too long on your mind if you know that it doesn't resonate with you. You have a mind of your own. So what you can do is do you. Just do you. Even if they tell you, hey, this is the way, that is what you're supposed to do, this is what you have to do. You don't have to do shit. You don't. You just have to do you. You just have to be you. You see, a narcissist is someone who always wants to be in control of someone else's life. They always want to be in control of things outside of themselves. Because that is what gives them that sense of satisfaction, being in control, being on top. And I have to show you guys how to level up on top of that. You see, when you give a narcissist silence, it's like they feel like they get the power. But when you give them the silence and you pull away, it is be like, but why your attention? And the more you don't give them your attention, it's the more they want your attention. The more they gravitate to you, the more they come to you. You ever realize that you're just on peace and you're dealing with your parent who may be a narcissist, and the thing is, you're keeping your respect, so you're not really saying nothing. And because you're not saying nothing, it's like, and you're not saying nothing too? Answer me! But you don't want to hear my answer. You don't want to hear my answer, and I'm not going to lie to you, so I'd rather just stay quiet. You catch it, Jeff? That'll just make them more angry, because silence is one of the most powerful things you can ever do to a narcissist. Narcissists hate silence. They hate it. Anytime they're getting too much silence, or they're not getting a response, yet again, something in them that just activate. And you have to understand that a lot of us has been programmed that way. So what I tend to do, while dealing with narcissists, I tend to limit my judgment onto them. I tend to limit that, because the more I judge them, the more that I look at them as a bad person, is the more I bring that into my reality, and is the more I create enemies in my reality. So while dealing with them, I don't look at them as an enemy. I don't look at them as a negative energy. I look at them as someone that needs to be there in order to help me grow and in order to help me learn and understand what is going on with me, to deal with me, to stay focused on me. This is the traits that you need to accumulate while dealing with a narcissist. You know, see the traits and understand that what is going on with them. Search for that within yourself. Search for that within yourself, because we have all been programmed. We have all been programmed. Nobody is better than anybody. Nobody is more superior than anybody. We are all one. We are all one. We are all one. There are older souls with more vast information. So this is why you always need to keep an open mind also, you know, when it comes to learning and growing. But always remember, each one teach one. Always remember that. And a narcissist also is someone who, it's like this. They say a lot of things and they tell you what to do, how to do it. And when you look at them or their lifestyles and you really watch what them doing, they're not doing what it is they're telling you to do. And I've come across a lot of people like that. You know, I myself, at times, I really saw that trait within me. And then I had was to buck up on myself where that is concerned. An example, which I also talk about in my videos, is my passions. You know, and I even bring it out. I just show people, hey, it at times I doesn't be 100% in my passions. It at times I doesn't be 100% consistent in my passion. And that is something that I know is one of the most powerful things in this life, you know, that leads you to your greatest purpose, that leads you to your greatest manifestations. You know, when you're following your passion, when you're following your heart, when you're doing the things that you love to do the most, that is what helps you elevate and grow. It has something like that I used to do when I was small, which is singing a lot. And I haven't been as consistent as I should be in it. I'm consistent in my health benefit. I'm consistent in my exercising. I'm consistent in my meditation. I am consistent in all of those spiritual elevation. But when it comes to my singing, you know, my passion that the universe keeps telling me to, hey, be more consistent with it, be more consistent with it. It weighs a little heavy on me, you know, when I'm going into that mood, you know. It feels a little pressured. So I myself have an issue with that. But as of last night, I got a lot of progress where that is concerned. So this is where I woke up today and, you know, that breakthrough just felt so magnificent within me. Breakthrough. Because you see, when you're reprogramming your subconscious mind to, you know, get rid of these narcissistic traits, you can't just keep looking at everybody else, you know, seeing the traits in everybody else. A narcissist is always focused on other people and what they're doing. In order to break that trait, you need to start to focus on yourself. You know, self-checking. Put that same energy that you are looking and always focus on somebody else onto yourself. You see, whatever you focus on will grow. And if you are just focused on figuring out what's going on with that narcissist over there, you know what's going on in their life over there, well, my friend, you will manifest and you will bring that knowledge of what and that information of what's going on with them, and then forget about you. So I have to say to you today, you know, don't study what anybody else doing, don't study what anybody else thinking or anybody else living their life, because at the end of the day, people could think what they want to think, people could feel what they want to feel, and the more you feel and think about other people, the more you just slow down your own growth spiritually, mentally, and physically. So, you know, just focus on you 100%. The more you focus on you, the more you grow. And at times, you doesn't want to do that all the time. Example like me, not all the time. I've been so consistent for days upon days upon days upon weeks upon weeks upon months. And that is what influenced me to coming out of solitude just a little bit. But I'm going right back in to go again. And next season and next session again. To download again. To reprogram again. Next level. There are levels to this shit. And we ought to keep leveling up. Because time is speeding up. Time is speeding up. Big changes are coming here on the planet. And a lot of people not ready for those type of changes yet. A lot of people are still in that egotistical, narcissistic mentality, and they don't want to change that. They just want to stay the same. They're just comfortable there, and that is okay. That is not a problem. What they don't learn in this life, they go, let's learn in the next one. It's that simple, right? So it's not your job, it's not your obligation, to pull somebody else out of their narcissistic traits. But always remember, what you see in them, check yourself. Check yourself. Self-check light on. I always keep that self-check light on. This is something that I do every day. Every day. And this has helped me to keep growing and keep elevating, regardless of what people think about me, regardless of how people feel about me, because a narcissist always wants to be liked. This is our next narcissistic trait that I had. They always want to be liked. I myself, I like likes. But the universe had was to teach me, it's not about being liked, it's not about being nice, it's about being truthful, it's about being authentic. So all who don't like me, die the business, don't like me. Don't like me. I used to care about the ones who don't like me too. I want to make them like me, want to do things to make them like me by putting on a mask, by saying things that they want to hear. But now, I'm not saying anything that anybody want to hear, I saying the truth. I speaking the truth, regardless of if they like it or if they don't like it. I speaking the truth. I real. And I'm not dimming my realness to suit anybody else to make them happy or make them like me. I just being me. So in terms of all of that breakdown, I begin to really grasp and understand why it's not necessary to have people like you. Because you don't make that your seat of confidence. You don't make that your seat of progress. As much as there are people who like you, there will be people that hate you. There will be people that dislike you. And a next tip the universe showed me, why focus on the 1% that don't like you when it had the 99% that like you? That one negative comment break down the 99 positive things that are going on in your life. That makes sense. That makes sense. But treat the both comments the same. The negative comment and the positive comment, treat it the same. Me personally, the negative comments, I won't respond to them. It's that simple. I could respond, but when you respond to a negative comment, when you respond to a negative entity, that is you inviting that into your life to, continue that back and forth, that unnecessary back and forth. And I don't really give a fuck about all that unnecessary back and forth and all that unnecessary small talk. I don't have no time for that. I don't have no time for that. So them could comment if they want to comment. Thank you for the support still, because guess what? You view, you watch, you comment, and it shows that you pay attention. It also shows that you understand that it's a part of you, because if it didn't affect you, then you wouldn't understand that everything that you think about me is who you are. So when a narcissist comment in my chat and say negative towards me, guess what? I know that those words are not about me or what the narcissist thinks about me, but actually about what they think about themselves. So I invite narcissists to comment and show up themselves. Comment and show me who they are, because this is how a narcissist show me who they are. You see, with their comments, what they say about me, I read that and I get to understand, shit, that was going on with you? All that were you thinking about yourself? You see, a narcissist always thinks you are the problem in their life, A narcissist always thinks everybody else is the problem other than themselves. A narcissist always thinks that. But when you start to move into the mindset of, hey, I had to do it. I had to fix it. I can't be blaming everybody else for my problems and my issues. I'm the one that had to fix it. I am the one. You see, because I was a lion. When the universe started to teach me, I was a narcissist. But now the universe has molded me into a lion. So strong and so firm now that these seeds and these programmings that I've programmed within my mental state, bro, chosen ones out there, right now unstoppable. Right now, unstoppable. And if you keep watching, and if you've been watching, check back to my first video, my first couple of videos to see where I reach now. And that's just 5 months. That's just 5 months. Let me see what I could do with that year. Shit, let me see what I could do with 5 years. And there ain't no telling what I could do with 10. I'll be here for a long time. Every single day, guys. Raising my frequency and delivering a positive, inspirational, motivational message for you guys. And ain't nobody stopping me. Ain't nobody putting self-doubt in my mind. Because you want to know why? They can only place that self-doubt if I allow them to. And anytime I allow them to, I got nobody else to blame but myself. Nobody else. Because I allowed that shit. So simply don't allow that shit to affect you guys anymore. Don't think of anything as a negative anymore, guys. Trust me. Anytime you stop, the minute you stop thinking of things as a negative, and you learn to live with those thoughts, and you learn to create it and actually make it, alchemize it into a positive, like never before. Peace and love, gratitude, abundance, everything. You become a magnet, and you will attract all of that peace, love, joy, happiness into your life. So guys, I hope this video helped you guys in some form or fashion today. I hope that you liked this video. So, leave a like, drop a comment. If you feel like you don't have to, share this with someone out there who needs to hear this. And let's move in to taking accountability for ourselves and clear our narcissistic traits. And always remember, it doesn't matter how slow you go on this journey, just be consistent and keep doing it every day. Repetition, consistency, self-sacrifice, and discipline. And that is it. Slowly but surely, you will reprogram the subconscious mind. Have a beautiful, lovely, marvelous, spectacular, peaceful day today, guys. I am Peacekeeper, and I'm out. Until tomorrow.